So welcome to another video, guys, and in this video I'll be covering something important that you guys have been requesting me, which is the maneuvers, which is also the parkings basically. So there's 4 maneuvers totally in the test, and they are forward bay parking, reverse bay parking, the parallel parking, and reversing back straight along with the curb on the right basically. And I'll try to cover all of the 4 maneuvers in this video, so make sure you watch the video until the end. Also, thanks a lot for the messages I've been receiving and the positive feedback, and I'll try to keep up the videos as much as possible, but I still have a busy schedule. I still have lots of learners that are getting ready for the test, so I do try to take time to make these videos, so I would appreciate if you guys show support and subscribe to the channel. So let's crack on. Okay guys, so the first parking we're going to be doing is the forward parking. So for that, I'm going to position myself a little bit wide from the base, so I'm going to just come a little bit in the middle. I'm going to target the bay I want, and I'm going to line up the door handle, or basically the half of the door, to the first line of the target bay. I'm going to signal, look all around. I'm going to full turn left and let my car go in. And as soon as basically my mirror are just covering the line, I'm gonna stop, check all around. I can see in the small mirrors that my tires are in. I can go a little bit more forward, and I'm in, and that's it. That's forward parking done. Now I'll show you guys, if you go wrong, how to correct yourself. Okay, so now we are ending up in the middle of 2 bays like this. So one thing, obviously, don't keep going forward, don't hit the wall, or don't cross the line. So say you've gone wrong, no problems. What we're gonna do is we're gonna reverse back straight. So make sure your wheels are straight, check all around, no one there. Just reverse back out until you can see the lines in front of you. Let's keep going, check in the back. Now I can see the lines, I see the problem, I need to go more left. So first gear, I'm gonna turn it left, start going in, make sure your front goes in, and then the same one that turned left, I'm gonna turn it right, and then straight again. Look at my mirrors, and you're in. That is not too difficult. So now we're gonna do reverse parking. Now with the reverse parking, there's 2 ways to do it. There's the one with the 4-line method, or the one that you turn 45 degrees. I'll do both of them. So for the 4-line ones, you basically stay relatively not too far, not too close to the base, and you count 4 lines from your target base. So 1, then 2, 3, and 4. Bring it halfway to your door. Then you're gonna put in reverse, full lock and left, check all around, your blind spot included, and then keep an eye on your small mirrors, the round ones. Make sure the car is going in. I can see from the small mirror the car is going in. Check the right, then check the left again. I'm gonna wait until the lines are straight. I can stop, make my wheel straight, and keep going back, and stop. Now one thing that you guys need to keep in mind when doing parking is where your wheel is turned. So by that I mean that often you guys will be turning it full left, which is like this, and then when you turn it straight, you just do this and thinking that the wheel is straight. This is not straight, this is still turned. If you do one full lock, which is this, and then you turn half, and then one more turn to be straight again. And if you have turned it all the way right, and then you need to go all the way left, then it's half, one more, and then half. So it's 3 turns. So make sure you remember how much you have turned. So now guys, the other way to do the reverse parking is the 45 degrees one, which is quite simple, and most people use it that way. It's easier to park in between 2 cars on your driveway and so on, and I'll show you guys how to do it. So basically start close to the base that you want to park in. So all the bays on the left are clear, so I'm gonna just target one of the bays, and once I'm halfway through it, I'm gonna full turn it right. I'm gonna let my car be around 45 degrees. I'm gonna use all the space available. If I had more space, I would have go more right, but you don't want to go into other bays, yeah. And now I can see I'm just in front of the bay I want to go in. I'm gonna start turning left because that's where the bay is, and I'm gonna look at in the small mirrors and in the big one. I can see that I'm going still within the line. I need to guide the back in, so I'm gonna just slowly keep guiding the back in. Make sure you check in both mirrors, not only one. And once you see that you're straight, make sure you're really straight and then carry on more back. I'm gonna use the mirror as a reference to know when to stop, which is about now, when you can just fit around 2 fingers between the mirror and the line there. Now this way is much easier once you have learned it. It's hard to learn it in the beginning because you're not gonna have any reference point. It's just judgment. So the more you practice it, the better you're gonna be at. And then obviously I would recommend you to learn both, but obviously do what's easy for you in the test. There's no specific way that you need to park in the test. You can park however you want, as long as you're still within the lines and you do it in one go. You can still obviously correct yourself one time, but that would be one minor, and try to avoid any fault at all. So if you have one minor, just try to avoid it, just try to make it one go. But if you don't do it in one go, don't panic. You can still correct it in going forward, and then I'm gonna reverse back. I'll show you guys how to correct the reverse parking if you end up going wrong. So now let's see if you can just end up in the middle of 2 bays like so. So say you end up in the middle here. Okay, I ended up in the middle, no problem. I'm gonna go straight out until I can without going in the other bay. I'm gonna stop here, when I look in the mirrors, I'm right in the middle. Now I can choose, I can go for the left one or for the right one. I'm gonna choose to go for the left one. So I'm gonna turn a lot on the left because I'm still quite far from that line. I need my back of the car to go a lot on the left. So I'm gonna start turning, and as I'm turning, I'm gonna keep checking if I'm turning enough. Once this wheel is almost in, now I'm gonna start turning back to the right as I'm going back. You keep checking all around, observations. Once you make sure that the lines are straight, make your wheel straight, carry on straight back, use the lines as reference, and then stop. Now one key factor here is to go as slow as possible. If you will go slow, you will have time to keep doing steering as you go going back. But if you just go fast, you'll have no time to react if you're going wrong, if you're going over the line, or if you're not ending up in the correct position. So make sure you go as slow as possible. Now it's time for the parallel parking and then reversing back straight. So now guys, we're gonna do the parallel parking, which many of you find very difficult, but in my opinion it's quite easy. So they're gonna use a car as a reference. They're gonna tell you to pull up beside the car and reverse it back parallel along with the curb being close. Obviously you don't wanna end up in the middle of the road and you don't want to hit the curb. Now often people here fail for 2 things. One is obviously not ending up where you need to be, so you end up touching the curb, or you end up in the middle of the road, or you don't do the correct observations. So for the parking, because you're in the middle of the road, you need to keep checking throughout the whole maneuver. So I'm going to show you guys how to do it in a very easy way. First, I'm going to get ready, check all around, blind spot. I'm going to signal, get beside the car. I'm going to keep it very slow. Again, the key is to keep it very slow. Get beside the car, straight, parallel to it. I'm going to reverse it back straight until my pillar is at the level of the headlight, which is here. Now from here, we're going to do one left. I'm going to start reversing back. Now there's a car coming, they're waiting for us. One left has been done. Now I'm 45 degrees with the curb. Now the trick here is to stop when in the big mirror, the first door handle is going to be touching the curb. I'm going to do 2 right. And keep checking the small mirror. That's the one that's going to be helping me to see that I'm not in the curb. If there's a car, let them go past. Then you carry on. Now there's a pedestrian there. I'm going to just wait just in case it's going to get close to my car. Once he's clear, he's quite far. I'll check all around again. Go a little bit more. Now I'm straight along with the curb with quite relatively good distance. I'm going to straighten my wheel and just go a little bit more back, just so that when I move off, I have good clearance. So now I'm going to show you guys what to do if you end up being wrong while doing the parallel parking. So there's 2 instances that can happen. One is that you end up very close to the curb and you don't have any space left. So let's try that. So like here. So if I go any more back, I'm going to be touching the curb. So what you should do in this situation is first gear, turn a full left and just go forward. Look all around, and if I see my mirror now, the car is straight, it's away from there. curb. Now I'm going to put it in reverse again, straighten my wheel, and just go straight back along with the curb, which is just about here. And keep in mind that you need to stop within 2 car spaces. You can't go too far back. If you end up going too far back, that's going to be again a serious fault. Now the other instance that can happen, guys, is that you end up being too far from the curb. So let's try that as well. So let's say you end up being like this, and you're kind of in the middle of the road. You're very far from the curb. So what you should do in that instance is keep in reverse. Still got some more space to go in the back. Turn it full left. Look out for the pedestrians. And once they're away, I can just start reversing back a little bit. And I'm going to just try to get as close as possible to the curb. Once I'm close, I'm going to stop. And I'm going to turn it full right. And what's that going to do is it's going to make my car straight. And I'm getting close to the curb as well. And you stop again when you're straight and close to the curb. So guys, the last maneuver left to do is the reversing back straight along with the curb. So the examiner will ask you to pull up on the right, and they will give you any reference point, maybe a pole, a car, or anything. And if they say don't worry about the driveway, that means don't worry about the driveway. So if you stop in front of the driveway, they will not mark you down for it. So let's try to find a suitable place first. It's school time, so A is quite busy. So I'm gonna try to maybe stop in front of the BMW. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna signal. Get close to the curb, nice and slow. I wanna make my car straight. Okay. Even if you end up far from the curb, that's no problem. What matters is what you do after. So they tell you to reverse back along with the curb, keeping it close, so you can't finish in the middle of the road, obviously. So what I'm gonna do is put in reverse, check all around. And because I'm far, I'm going to turn it in towards the right. So I'm getting closer. I'm going to keep going very slowly, very slowly. Keep watching the left, keep watching the right. And keep an eye on the small mirror. Now I'm going to stop again. Turn my wheel a little bit to the left. Still keep going back, keep going back, keep going back. Keep watching the right, keep watching the right. Obviously for now I have the car in the back, but they will tell you when to stop, or roughly you should stop when you are 2 cars away from the reference point. So that's the end of the video, guys. Make sure you hit the like button if the video was helpful to you. If you like the video, leave your comment below if you think that should do something different, maybe more roundabouts. I have done a couple of roundabouts. I've done some test routes for Uxbridge. I need to cover more for Yeading and for Southall, but I will be doing that when I have more time. So thanks for watching until the end, and I'll see you guys in the next video.